For my Do Something and Report It project, I chose to do a home energy audit, measuring the listed appliances: refrigerators, fan, laptop, phone, alarm clock, fish tanks, lights, and a rice cooker. To start off, in 2014, the annual electrical consumption in the United States was 10,000 kilowatt per hour, which is an average of 911 kilowatt per month. This first graph is a comparison of energy consumption in 1993 and 2009. Between these 16 years, there has been a slight decrease in space heating and an increase in appliances, electronics, and lighting usage. The second graph breaks down these appliances into their own separate categories, which makes it seem like space heating and water heating contributes to the most energy consumption. However, as we can notice in the graph, there are others, such as electronics, refrigerations, computers, that amounts to almost 10% of the residential energy consumption. This project fits with the larger energy picture because each residential home contributes to the total energy usage. If we are able to identify what type of appliances are using more electricity or more energy, we're able to replace it. In the long run, this will benefit both the household and the larger society. My house has a total of 70 ceiling lights, but only 10 of them are used daily. The lights that are constantly being used is the kitchen and living room lights. So from about 5 to 7 a.m. and 4 to 10 p.m., the ceiling lights from the kitchen and living room is being used. That's a total of 8 hours per day. Roughly everyone in the family come home between 2 and 7, and usually start turning on the lights at 4, and by 10 the lights are out. So if the family members stay in their room for that long, that's about 6 hours of light usage. The same can be said for the shared hallways, give or take when the lights are turned off. Bathrooms are usually used at 5 to 7, 8 to 10. With about 7 family members that take roughly 25 minutes in the bathroom, that's about 100 minutes or 1.6 hours. In order to figure out the amount of daily kilowatt hour of energy consumed, I multiplied the wattage by the hours. So for the kitchen and living area, I multiplied 8 by 11, and then divided by 1,000, as there are 1,000 watts in a kilowatt, which gives me 0.088 kilowatt hour per day. So the total energy consumption for lighting on an average day is 0.2376 kilowatt hour per day. So my first energy audit was on my phone. Using a kilowatt meter, I plugged my phone for about 1 hour, which is usually how long it takes to complete charge. At the end of that 1 hour, the meter read 0.018 kilowatt hour. Other small appliances that I measured were a rice cooker with 1.3 kilowatt hour, a laptop charger with 0.064 kilowatt hour, alarm clock with 0.024 kilowatt hour, and then a fan, which is not pictured, which was 0.672 kilowatt per hour. Our house has 2 fish tanks, thanks to my brother. There are usually 3 parts to a fish tank. These are the water filter, a heater, and the lights. These 3 parts total to about 3.3 kilowatt hour of daily of energy consumption. Times that by 2 because we have 2 fish tanks, and that's the total energy consumption of our fish tanks. I also measured my 3 refrigerators, which total to about 11.7 kilowatt hour daily. So the average energy consumption in the United States is, as I mentioned earlier, 911 kilowatt hour on a monthly basis, which costs roughly around $114. Compared to Minnesota's average, which is 810 kilowatt hours per month, amounting to about $97. My whole energy consumption is roughly about 756 kilowatt for the month of January, which costed $105. In this graph, I looked at the energy consumption of the appliances in the month of March. So the daily kilowatt hour consumption was multiplied by 31. The monthly energy usage of electricity for the month of January was 756 kilowatts. As demonstrated by the graph, the largest energy contributor for this audit was the refrigerators and fish tanks, which contributed to more than 70% of the energy usage. And last but not least, these are the sources I used for the graph information for the introduction. If you have time, feel free to check them out. Thank you.